XRP is moving along a bullish market race. What would be XRP's stock prices once they win the SEC lawsuit? Welcome to our channel, Financial Insights, the place where you are always a little bit smarter and wiser after seeing one of our valuable videos so you can develop your financial knowledge. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. What was the lawsuit? XRP, being a more scalable and feasible digital asset, have remained a favorite of many crypto investors so far. In December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple against its internal virtual currency, XRP. According to the case, the company has raised over $1.3 billion through its security offerings, or XRP sales, and the SEC claims that the ripples can be categorized under the security sector and not as a currency. They also allege that the crypto company was also aware that they would not make it valued money following the Exchange Act. While Ripple has made statements against these allegations claimed by the SEC and have been fighting against these comments, Ripple states that the US regulator has been mistaken and the internal coin XRP isn't considered security. They also noted that the fiat cryptocurrency, or the virtual asset, had been used as trusted crypto and is used in a significant number of domestic and international transactions. It is a more scalable and quick payment mode. It is considered a perfect coin so far as legitimate banks. So, we can understand from the statement that the company is highly optimistic about XRP's function. Recent updates. Now let's move on to analyze the recent updates. Despite the lawsuit still going on, we can see a reasonable share price in XRP. Despite the issue, the prices are surging up. When the US Securities filed the lawsuit against Ripple, the crypto's value got smashed and took a plunge by 50% within 48 hours. After the lawsuit was filed, most of the crypto investors initially tended to avoid the crypto, and the trend spread widely and XRP was written off at that time, as there is a wide range of cryptocurrency available in the market which showed significant growth. Most investors slid away from XRP. As Coinbase, one of the crucial exchanges listed, decided to suspend the trade and transaction mediated by XRP, the adverse effects worsened. But once Ripple could access the documents filed in support of the allegations by the plaintiff, XRP rebounded with extra power than before by showing the least anticipated claims submitted against the lawsuit. Hence, within a short time after filing the case, it backfired and the defendant seemed to have highly benefited from it, and the plaintiff was criticized eventually. Therefore, there's a strong chance of Ripple winning the case. This week, a meeting is scheduled between the SEC and Ripple, and the company remains optimistic that the SEC would drop the charges. Amid the lawsuit, Ripple appointed its new CFO, and the investors were hoping for good news soon that the legal battle would finally come to an end. Following the case and allegations, the altcoin has again climbed back, showing a positive and sharp jump. The critics seem to have made a deep hole for them rather than the opponent. At the time of writing, the virtual currency is being traded at $1.67. The crypto has been trading at an all-time high price in 3 years, crossing the $1 limit. When the case was filed, they were trading at 26 cents. Since the year began, crypto has exhibited a growth of 650%. In earlier predictions, XRP was predicted to sell under $1 in 2022. But due to the recent events, the development has undergone an increase by many folds. What would have catalyzed the hike? Although there isn't an accurate answer for the query, it's believed that the SEC lawsuit against Ripple benefited the company and pushed the XRP's prices to recent heights. In short, the market sentiment is the triggering factor supporting its growth. According to some sources, XRP growth has caused regulatory concerns, and even though US securities tried to keep it under check, they seem to have failed to do so. The factor or the force contributing to the positive price action is believed to be from outside the US. So rather than facts, people tend to fall for exaggeration, and XRP ended up entering into a bullish race. The US Securities is a well-accepted and legitimate organization. Still, despite their action, XRP has earned more publicity and appreciation and recovered well, which can be seen from the charts. let's analyze the developments following the lawsuit on how it affected the crypto's price. Initially, the lawsuit caused a drastic plunge in the performance. Within 48 hours after the lawsuit filing was announced, the prices plunged by 50%. Following it, Ripple was granted permission to get a hold of the plaintiff's documents. A discussion on whether XRP is similar to other cryptos with bullish market caps and prices, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, was analyzed. On April 6th, the prices skyrocketed by a whopping 72% within 48 hours, and the price on April 6th was $1.09. Following these rates, the prices showed a bullish trend. Gradually, against the allegations, XRP put forth motions to dismiss the SEC's claims. The prices again surged by 32%. The prices have been surging ever since April 6th, and during the period between December to April, XRP has developed a close relation to the biggest cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Their bullish market would affect XRP, and likewise, XRP's trajectory seems to be directly proportional to these cryptos' market trends. Thus, it can be concluded that the legal developments helped the XRP act as a game changer and undergo a dramatic change. So it won't be surprising if the XRP prices surge to more bullish prices if they win the lawsuit. Rather than a deep dip, XRP experiences a positively skyrocketing growth phase. Although the crypto remains on a riskier side, it still has got a substantial advancement on its way. Once the case is wrapped up, it's said that the prices would jump higher, and investors widely have been going crazy about this particular cryptocurrency. Ripple's recent positive updates. The legal developments must have undoubtedly triggered the positive impacts, but was that the only thing that kindled XRP to reach the recent heights? After entering a bullish market rally, a widely known blockchain infrastructure, WAN chain, acted as the next factor that galvanized XRP growth. They announced that the decentralized cross-chain XRP bridges would go on live later. The IPO, or initial public offerings, also served as a driving force for the recovery and rallying of the cryptocurrency. Before this, in Trango, the prisoners in cross-border transactions across Asia, Ripple managed to attain a 40% share. A few days before that, an announcement was made that the Novati Group would use RippleNet's ODL service, so they can do cross-border payment and leverage XRP for an instant. The developments mentioned above can be regarded as pretty significant improvements. In the wake of these positive updates, many investors have bought the XRP, and this would also help surge the price to the $2 benchmark. As XRP has been a popular altcoin much before the lawsuit and allegations, they have developed a profound market sentiment over time. And when the case caused steam, the efforts eventually backfired for the SEC and things went south. Hence, XRP benefited from it, thanks to the SEC. According to Forbes, while the lawsuit drama was initiated, eventually, the SEC ended up being the one undergoing the trial. Following its major legal wins from the beginning of April by XRP, the SEC agency has been receiving mass criticisms saying that their prosecution has been a horrible setback for the past few months. It's also argued that the case was filed as an initial step in cleaning out the entire cryptocurrency, and its future was heavily dependent on the cryptos. So a strong demand has been experienced, and likely, the altcoin would eventually get listed in the American exchanges as a currency rather than security. If that happens as anticipated, the prices will show a surge for sure. Cryptocurrency is now placed in the 4th position in the market cap, next to some great players like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Analyzing based on a bullish rally, if the observed trend is followed, it's just a matter of time before XRP surpasses Ethereum. The crypto is placed on a long-term aspect rather than a short time. According to most sources, the crypto would eventually exhibit positive growth and offer great returns. Bitcoin has been hovering between $50,000 to $60,000, and Ethereum is trading in the $3,000 ranges. After hitting an all-time high at $3, the XRP is undergoing a significant change now. The investors are holding the asset, expecting to see more positive development in the coming days, and the XRP prices may even reach $35,000 following the bullish trend. With that, we have come to the end of the video. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe and check out our other valuable videos. See you soon at Financial Insights.